Hi, I'm Judy with Amazing Trails Yoga doing a much needed yoga. We open the heart, chest, and hips, tone with some essential ab fun, and end with nice stretches and movements, just what the doctor ordered, exactly what our bodies need. Grab a couple blocks and let's meet on the mat. We will start with a much needed chest opener, heart opener. Take your block, and alongside of the block, you're going to put it between your shoulder blades and lay back and take the other block any height that you like and rest your head on it. And your hands can come down to the side. Your palms are up facing the sky. You're going to be very aware of your breath. You can take the soles of your feet together in Supta Baddha Konasana. If you like, you could take pillows or other blocks if you have 4 blocks to support your knees if this is not very comfortable. Otherwise, you don't need them. Everyone's different. Palms are up to the sky. This feels really, really nice. You're breathing in. Breathing out. Your breath has a calming effect on the body, the soul. Try to take a longer inhalation. And just as long on the exhalation. And when you are ready, you can gently remove the blocks. Have them a bit handy. We will be using one of them anyway. Draw your knees to your chest. Inhale. On the exhale, bring them closer to your chest. Exhale all you have. And extend your left leg down to the mat. You can keep the sole of your foot on the mat or extend it if you want a little more challenge. And we're going to make big circles, guiding your knee with your hand, or you can do it independently all the way around. Big circles, hip circles one way. And then we'll bring it around the other way. Very nice. When your knee comes up by your armpit, you're going to grab a hold of it. Maybe with both hands, pull it closer to your armpit. And take your right hand to the pinky toe side of your foot. We're in a half happy baby. Your left hand can hold your hip down so it doesn't come over to the side, or you can bring it out to the side, whatever you like. And you're straightening your right leg and bending it back. You don't have to straighten it all the way, just extend it and bend it back. Extend and bend it back. Take your left hand to your knee and bring it all the way across your body into a spinal twist. Could look over your right shoulder. Should feel really nice. I heard a pop. And looking up to the sky, we'll bring both knees up to our chest. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, squeeze them in a little further. And and you're extending your right leg out, your sole of your foot on the mat or all the way. And we'll make nice big hip circles with our left knee. You can guide it, hold on to it, or let it go by itself. All the way around one way. And then we'll change directions. This feels really nice. Get those cobwebs out. Bring your knee up by your armpit. You could take both hands to pull it a little closer to your armpit. And take your left hand to the pinky toe side of your foot. In a half happy baby, your right hand can come to your hip to hold it down or out to the side, whatever you prefer. And we're straightening our left leg and bending it back. Straighten and bend it back. Straighten and bend it back. Take your right hand to your knee and draw it across your body. Look over your left side. We're in a spinal twist on the other side. Keeping that spine so healthy, flexible. I'm even feeling the stretch on my hips, my sciatic. Looking up at the sky. Bring both knees up to your chest, and we're going to give our spine another massage. We're going to take our hands behind our knees. We're going to roll up, and we're rolling back down, tucking, taking your navel into your spine so that we're round, and giving yourself a nice little back massage, rolling, tucking, not coming down flat on our backs. We'll do it one more time. Nice, so we're coming up and you fishtail your feet around to tabletop. Our wrists are under our elbows, under our shoulders. Look through your legs, you can't see your feet. We're inhaling into cow, drawing our shoulder blades back, coming to the balls of our feet. And exhale into cat, looking as big as you possibly can, bringing the navel up into the spine. Inhale into cow, our udders are full, they're coming down, ready to be milked. Exhale into cat, activating our feet. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. Coming to a neutral spine. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. And we're bringing it down and under. We're threading the needle. Your palm is up toward the sky. Your right ear comes to the mat. Maybe on a block if you can't quite reach. You could put your hand on your left hand on top of your right. I'm putting my whole ear on the mat. I can keep my eye on you. Make sure you're doing something. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. And take your left hand to the mat. We're unthreading the needle. Bring it all the way up to the sky. And down. Inhale your left arm up. And we're threading the needle on the other side. Your left palm is up toward the sky. I'm going to place my right hand on my left. My whole left ear is on the mat. Whatever works for you, you could put your ear on a block. Take your right hand onto the mat. We're unthreading the needle, bringing it back up to the sky and back into table. We'll walk, keep your seat right where it is. We're walking our hands out to the sides of the mat. We're dropping our chest down to the mat. We're coming into puppy. Your high knee is up. Your chest is down toward the mat. Your heart. Another heart opener, a little more intense. Lift up your chin a bit, walk your hands together, your thumbs can be touching. We're coming onto our forearms. I'll bring mine back. Flip over your feet. We're coming up into a dolphin. If your knees are off the mat, that's fine. We can try to bring them down. Whatever's good. Maybe you could lift and lower in a dolphin pose. Getting ready for our ab work as we come into a forearm plank. And this is a great ab exercise, just holding the plank. So we'll hold it a little bit. And you're going to drop your left knee and your right. Left, right. This way we're not thinking about holding the plank. When we just hold the plank, it's like, oh no, torture. And we're going to take our left hip to the mat and our right. Left and right. Left, right. Left, right. And one more time. Left, right. Now we're going to hold plank for 5, breathing. 4, breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering our pelvis to the mat. We're in a nice Sphinx pose. Counteracting it. Take our elbows out to the sides. Our hands can come behind our head. Maybe our long fingers can touch. We're just dropping an elbow and elbow. Back and forth. Abs are not always so much fun, but this practice, I'm trying to make them fun. Not too difficult or not too monotonous, that's for sure. Bringing your hands to the mat under your shoulders. We're coming up into a full cobra. Should feel really nice. Nice, nice, nice. And we're coming down. You're going to come over the tops of your feet. Come back into the Sphinx pose. And coming up into the forearm plank, take your left hand, straighten your arm, your right, and then rebend your left and your right. We'll do it on the other side. Right, left, right, left. If you don't like this, drop your hips to the mat. Otherwise, one more time. Left, right, and right, left, right, and left. That's really super, super fun. Dropping your hips to the mat. Bring our shoulders, our hands under our shoulders. We're coming back up into the Papa Bear Cobra. And bring your seat to your heels. We're in a nice child's pose. Take a deep breath. And coming up, grab that block. We'll fishtail our feet around. We're putting the block behind us so we can touch it with our back, so we can feel it. We're leaning on it a little bit. Your hands are out forward. You're lifting your left foot and touching the pinky toe side with your right hand. And back and forth. You're just touching the pinky toe side, tapping it with the opposite hand. You could maybe move your body a little bit toward it. Feel this in your abs. Having strong abs makes a strong core, makes a strong body. Nice. We're taking the block. We're coming into boat using the block. If you like to keep your heels on the mat, that's fine. It's still a good workout on your abs. So you're coming into boat or with your heels down, holding the block. We bring it to the side, tap, side, tap, side, tap, side, tap. 3, we're only doing it for 5 times. 4, and 5. Good, maybe you could straighten your feet and come down. Very nice. Take a deep breath in and out. Now take the block between your feet. And we're going to do a full crunch. Take your hands in prayer. And we're bending, we're rolling, tucking our abs into our spines. Coming down. And we're going to come up. Not so easy. Come up. Notice how I was holding on to the block. I'm going to grab that block now. It's going to help me. And come down. Then we're coming up. Put the block between your feet. Hold on to it and come down. We're coming up a little easier. You hold on to that block with your feet. Grab it and bring it back. We're coming up. Put the block between your feet and back. 2 more times. It's easier now that we're coming up and getting in the groove. The first time, not so much. Coming up. Just remember, you're not landing flat on your back. We're tucking. Coming up. 1 last time. And bringing it back between your feet. Now for the fun part, the block is between your feet. We're bringing it up to the sky. Our hands will come up. You're going to separate your feet a little bit and catch the block. Now bring the block overhead as your heels come down to the mat. You're coming back up. Separate your feet. Catch the block with your feet. Bring the block down to the mat. Your arms are up overhead, and we'll keep exchanging like this. Separate your feet, catch. Bring your heels down toward the mat, the block up overhead. Feet come up, separate, grab a hold of that block. Just exchanging back and forth. Very nice. Separate your feet, good. We'll do that one more time, one full time. Get the block between your feet. Your hands come overhead, the heels come down. Coming back up, you're going to catch the block and down. Very, very nice. Put the block to the side. We're coming over onto our abs. Come up into a full cobra. Very nice, just to counteract that. Come over the tops of your feet. We're in a downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale your right foot up to the sky. Open up, stack your hips. Now you're going to bend your leg, and we're making big hip circles like we did lying down. One way. Good, and big hip circles the other way. Lovely. And looking up at your hand, you're going to bring your right foot to the pinky toe side of your right hand. Get a little comfortable here. Release your back knee to the mat. Come over the top of your foot. We're coming down into a lizard. You could use the blocks to put your forearms on the blocks or all the way down. And you're breathing, enjoying this beautiful stretch. One of my favorites. Much needed. This feels so good. You'll be so happy you did this. And we're coming up and heel toeing your right foot over to the left. Drop your right knee. Again, you can utilize the block and put your knee under the block if that's better for you. And we're coming down again. You could use the block any way you like. That's what they're there for, bringing the earth closer to you. Nice hip opener, so very needed, seriously. I know we want to stay like this, but we're going to come up. We're going to swing our back leg around and place it over your right leg, which is parallel to the mat. Your ankle is over your knee is over your ankle. This is good. If your leg is up, trust me, that's fine. Again, you can use blocks at any height that you like, both blocks. Or you could come down a little further. Just breathing, enjoying this nice hip opener. This is called chimney or fireplace. Maybe come down even further, just to loosen up these hips. So needed, such a great exercise with yoga. And we're coming up. We're going to fishtail our feet around and find our way back into downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot up to the sky. We're stacking our hips, looking under our left arm. Bend your left leg and make big hip circles one way. It doesn't matter which way you're going, because now we're going to reverse it and go in the other direction, opening up those hips. Look at your hand, bring your left foot to the pinky toe side of your left hand. Adjust yourself, get situated. Release your right knee to the mat, come over the top of your foot, coming down into the lizard. Again, take the blocks. If you like to use them, bring the earth closer to you. Whatever works for you. Try to keep 5 toenails on the mat instead of your foot like sickling out to the side. And breathing. And we're coming back up, and you're heel toeing or toe heeling your left foot over to the side. We're coming down into the sleeping pigeon. We're awake. You can bring your heel close to you if you like. And we're coming down. Again, utilize the blocks, both blocks, one block. The cushions. You can come all the way down. Anytime you want to hold these poses longer, just hit pause. And you're coming up. Take your back leg and swing it around and place it on top of your left leg. Maybe you could bring your left leg parallel to the mat now, so that we have ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Again, if your leg is up here, that's perfectly fine. Most people's are. You can use a block to hold it, whatever. I'm just a little unusually flexible. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, it doesn't matter. Could maybe come down a little bit more. Maybe even further. Just enjoying this very needed stretch, very needed yoga today. We all could use it. On our way up, grab one of these blocks. Take your feet out in front. We're going to come onto our back. Bring your heels close to your hips. You're taking the block on any side that you like. You can have it on the lowest. It's right up above your tailbone, not in the middle of your back. You could have it higher, even the highest one. Again, it's a little bit above your tailbone. And you're just enjoying this reclined bridge. Take some nice breaths. Do this any time of day that you like. Put it on pause. You're releasing the block. Lift your hips up a little bit higher. Remove the block. Very nice. Take both knees to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, closer to your chest. Let all that air out. And you're taking your hands on both knees and separating them and making big circles one way. You can guide them with your hands. You can go the other direction. Maybe you don't want to use your hands. I kind of suggested on this one. Helps them to separate even more. Helps gravity open them. Then we're crawling our hands up the sides of our legs, grabbing a hold of the pinky toe side of your feet into a full happy baby. And straighten your right leg as much as you can. And back, straighten your left leg as much as you like. And back, we're separating both legs into the full straddle. We came into the full happy baby, full straddle. Bring the soles of your feet together, similar to the Supta Baddha Konasana. You could pull your feet closer to your chest. Bring your knees together. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee. You're drawing both knees over to the right. Extend your left arm out to a T. Look over your left shoulder. Looking up to the sky, we'll bring both knees to our chest. Just have them roll right over to the other side. Look over your right shoulder. Looking up to the sky, both knees to your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And extending your legs down to the mat. Your palms are up to the sky. Going into Savasana. Breathing. Letting your body absorb everything it has done. A much needed yoga. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make ankle circles, wrist circles, one way, the other way. Bring your knees up to your chest. I'm going to put my hands behind my knees and roll up. We're coming into Sukhasana, cross-legged position. This was so much fun. I know we all needed this today. It feels so good. Now that we're done, make sure that you subscribe to Amazing Trails Yoga, and we'll see you next time. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.